Questions for Matt. We'll start with Steve Wiseman. Steve,
Hey, Matt, obviously the shooting was better tonight. The offense seemed to flow a lot better than it has just about any other game this year. What did you guys do different? What did you guys work on to make it so much better?
Yeah, we worked on a lot during practice, moving off the ball, getting a couple sets in and play out of it. But just ball movement, dribble drive, kick, get in the lane, kick it out to open shooters, and just find the open guy.
Josh Graham, go ahead.
Matthew, how much after the last week or so to Stu after the Illinois game, how much of a relief is it to play the way you guys did tonight?
Yeah, for sure. We didn't play well against Illinois, and I think we had 8 days to get our minds right, get our bodies right for this game. This team's a really talented team. They're older team, so we just had to come out and just set the tone early on the defensive end, and just set a flow on offense.
Brendan Marks, go ahead.
Hey, Matthew, thanks for taking the time. So the freshmen tonight, the trio of DJ and Jeremy and Jamin combined for 7 or 8 threes, 40 points. Did you have any indications from them in the last week or so that they were starting to get more comfortable in their roles or start to figure things out a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. All three of them bring their own different skill set, and they have improved since day one, and even after Illinois. But just seeing them grow, seeing them get better on the court. Whether it's film, whether it's working with the coaches, it's just a really great sight to see for me, at least.
Thank you.
Jim Sumner, go ahead.
Hey, Matt, Notre Dame put a lot of game pressure on Duke, especially in the second half, cutting the lead to 5 points a couple of times. Can you talk about, you're on the road first time with a young team. Can you talk about especially the way your freshmen responded to that?
Yeah, for sure. It's our first true road game. So we just try to come out with energy. We had, Coach Sewell had a great scout today, and, we executed perfectly. So I think, just trying to learn from this game, watch the bads from this game and just try to keep moving game from game.
Jason Evans, go ahead.
Matt, I'm wondering with Jalen Johnson not playing, who stepped up in practice? And conversely, do you feel like you had to take on a larger role in this game because you didn't have him by your side?
Yeah. Missing him, you know how talented he is, how good of a player he is. Of course we're missing him, but next man up. I thought Jamin had a really good week of practice.
Yeah, John, this is Anthony Anderson in South Bend.
So we didn't have a good week. He had a great week of practice. Carried over the game. He's aggressive, play really good on defense, and rebound on the ball. So, I'm just happy that he's improving.
Evan Cullen, go ahead.
Hey Matt, so this is the second straight game. You weren't able to hit a shot from downtown, but you were able to obviously still maintain a rhythm offensively. So just talk about how you're able to stay in that rhythm, even if you're not hitting shots from deep.
Yeah, for sure. Teams last year scouted me. I was a 3-point shooter. Even if your 3-point shot is not falling, just try to be aggressive in different ways. Try to score different ways. Try to impact the game in different ways, whether it's defense, whether it's rebounding, whether it's offense, getting to the rim. So I think basketball is more than just about three. So just trying to do a little bit of everything.
Anything else from Matt? All right, we got more. Jake Piazza, go ahead.
Hi, Matt. I had a question. It seemed like there was a lot of really gritty plays by a couple players tonight, one sticking out being that charge Joey Baker took. And I'm curious if that was a point of emphasis this past week in practice.
Yeah, for sure. Taking charges is a big play. They have really talented guards. Getting a charge on one of them early in the game or in the game is very key. Joey, I think Jamin took one too as well. So sacrificing your body for our team is very key. We've been working on that since day one. Last couple of games we haven't been doing that, but tonight we did it, and it was great to see.
Anything else from Matt? All right, Matt, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And we'll start with Josh Graham. Josh, go ahead.
When the shots are falling, how much easier does that make the flow of the offense and make it easier to manufacture things in the interior in the paint?
We're really good team. So, and just picking up on our offense in this game, you know, we had a tough game against Illinois, and just hitting shots in this game just gave us a lot of confidence. It's going to give us a lot of confidence going forward. So we're just glad to make shots. We've been in the gym sharing the ball really well, and our perimeter has been sharing the ball well. And we've just really been focusing on getting the ball inside and then going out.
Brendan Marks, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, congrats on the win. Yourself and Jeremy and Jamin tonight combined to make 7 of the 8 threes you guys hit overall, 40 points. What has started to slow down for you guys in the last week or so? How have things changed? How has your comfort, whether it's just with college basketball in general or specifically your roles on the team, but how has that sort of evolved, especially in the last week since the Illinois game?
Just showing poise, just letting the game come to us. We're freshmen, so we go out there. We're excited to play. We just got to just stay composed and just be ready to play and just show composure out there and be poised.
JB Ricks, go ahead.
All right, thanks, Mike. Hey, DJ, JB Ricks here from Spectrum News 1. You're 5 games into your college career, and you're out there looking like you've been doing this for years. But what is it about your game that translates so well to the college level, and it's allowed you to be so comfortable so far in your career?
I would just say just being able to play on and off the ball, just moving around, and my teammates are hitting me in the right spot. So that's pretty much what's helping me. And then just being poised out there, just letting the game come to me.
All right, thanks.
Steve Wiseman, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, you guys only had 8 turnovers tonight. It's much better than what you'd done the previous 4 games. What was talked about in practice as you guys tried to correct that and they did so much better tonight?
It's a big key, our turnovers came from us playing, not playing together, not sharing the ball. So, and our key thing in practice was sharing the ball and just playing together and playing off of each other. So we did that pretty well tonight, and that's why our turnovers were low.
Thank you.
David Thompson.
Hey, DJ, great game. I was just curious, how much do you think it helped just to kind of leave Durham, change the routine, and just sort of, get out of the funk of the 4 games and hit the road with your team, and just, how much did that kind of build into tonight?
It was great, just getting to see different scenery, just seeing some snow out here. I'm used to the snow, but a lot of guys, they aren't used to it. Just cold weather. And it was just good to play in another setting. We had a couple fans out there in the stands. So it was just a great environment to play in. And I'm pretty sure everybody was excited to play in it.
We got time for a couple more. We'll go to Jim Sumner. Jim, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, you mentioned composure earlier. Young team, first road game, second half, Notre Dame makes run after run after run. They cut it to 5 points a couple of times. Duke not only held on, they extended the lead every time. Can you just talk about the ability of your team to respond to those challenges?
Notre Dame is a really good team. They have a lot of veterans, and, we struggle with veterans. But Coach K, what he said tonight is that we play like veterans. So we just went out there. We just stuck with it. We know they weren't going to go away. They were going to hit shots. We just had to stick with it, play defense, and then it led to our offense.
Last question, we'll go to Evan Cullen.
Yeah, so one of the things that you mentioned and a difference today was that there were actually some people in the stands. Obviously, they weren't Duke fans, but, what's that a little more specifically, what's the main difference between playing in a stadium like this versus Cameron, where it's, virtually empty besides the 2 teams?
I would say you can kind of feel the energy a little bit. They give you energy. A lot of people talking in the stands, but, we try not to focus on that regardless. So just going out there and just playing our game and just having fun, really.
All right, DJ, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank y'all.